In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to find the number of pick and pack and skid locations relative to a customer. So there's mainly two reasons why you would need to find these numbers. The first one is once again billing. So for example, if you look on some customer rate cards, so Atcors, they are charged a monthly storage fee for the number of pallets and bins that they have, and pallets are also skids. Bins are considered pick and pack locations. So that's the first reason that you would need to find these numbers, and the second would just be if you wanted to have like a general inquiry on how much inventory is on hand for a customer in the warehouse currently. You could also pull these numbers for that reason. So you're going to find these numbers actually in PrintStream. But instead of going to the fulfillment in PrintStream like you would for the number of orders, lines, and packages, you're actually going to go to the inventory, and then you're going to go to inventory reports. And then on the left-hand side under balance reports, you're going to go to inventory location. So the item type is automatically going to be selected all, which is good. And then you're going to type in the customer name that you desire to find the number of pick and pack and skid locations for. So we're going to do Atcor because I just had their rate card up. And everything else is good to go. You just press preview print. And it'll come up with this location detail report for Atcor. And it's 19 pages. And this report mostly just has a description of the location, so with the specific name, the skids, what item is there. And so, since this is 19 pages long, we're not going to want to sit here and manually count the number of SKs or the number of pick and pack locations right here, identified it with PP. So we're going to export this into an Excel format. Once we open that up in Excel, it's going to show you the same exact report, just obviously going to be in Excel format, which we can do more with it to count the number of locations. So you can delete actually everything up here above these location headers, the location, customer, item, inventory code, because we're not going to use any of this. So this is the specific location name, and this is the type that it is, and we actually have an enhancement request to bring this type like SK or PP up here, so we could just easily count this whole row number of SK and number of pick and pack locations straight up. But for now we have to do equals and then select this SK, and then we're going to drag this down so it selects the SK or PP from every location in section A. And so we have to copy this whole row and then paste it as values, so when we remove duplicates, this number doesn't change because before it was a formula, but now it's just a value, so this SK will stay here no matter what. Then we're going to select all of column A, go up to data, and then go over here to remove duplicates. And it's going to say, what do you want to do? We want to expand the selection, remove duplicates, but then we unselect here and just select column A, so it only removes the duplicates based on the values in column A. So once we do that, 619 duplicate values were found and removed, and 163 unique values remain. And so, like we see now, like the specific location, we can clearly identify if it's a skid or a pick and pack, and also it doesn't have the duplicates because it's just one skid. So when we go over here and we do an equals count if function. And so a count if function is mostly you take a range. So for example, our range right here, this is going to be the whole column of B. Then we're going to put a comma and the criteria. So it's going to count how many is in this range based on the cell value. So the cell value we desire to find the number of is SK. Then we press enter. So we can tell that there's 30 SKs or skids in this list for this customer. So we got 30 for number of skid locations, and then we want to do that same thing, but instead of SK for pick and pack, and we have 124 pick and pack locations. These reports can sometimes be misleading depending on the customer though, because not every single customer just has their locations recorded in PrintStream. Some customers have some items in inventory that is stored at Farrington, and in order to find those skids and pick and pack locations, you actually have to go to a Google Sheet and specifically find the ones for that customer, but most customer numbers you can just pull out of this report right here. So we have 124 pick and pack for Adcore and 30 skid locations for Adcore. So we take those two numbers and we go back to this report and then we plug those in. So we had 30 skids and 124 pick and pack locations, and it automatically calculates the cost for those two for the month, and that is how you find the number of skids and pick and pack locations for a customer.